Down here in the bottom left, our Terran player on this one-on-one map. New to the scene, he's up here at the top right, winning that first game pretty easily. Probably feeling very confident now going into game number 2 is... I bet all the observers are just wondering how I get my voice to go that high. Was that a charity laugh you just gave me? You're like,
that was my little, okay, Taste, you tried giggle.
I tried. All right. This map, similar to our first map in that it's a one-on-one map, we can see some risky build orders, some aggressive openers.
That's right. I don't know if we will, though.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like he's already building that depot up there. Will he? Oh, he's actually going to make his barracks away from the wall again, maybe it looks like. Which, you know, means that he is not really scared of that Zealot that came before. You know, Steps of War.
Yeah.
Much more likely to send that Zealot because he just gets down there so fast.
And now, he is going to be able to get inside, our Protoss player will.
Yep, he's going to be able to scout quite easily.
Boogie Bow.
GgoBooGie.
GgoBooGie. On our stats sheet, I saw somebody spelled rainbow, R-A-I-N-B-O. Correct me up. We got the probe now scouting around. He sees everything's pretty much going normally. He really wants to check for the add-on. Sometimes we see players try to block the add-on with the probe. In this case, he will get a Marine to chase this probe out, and that probe will leave, I believe, momentarily here.
Yeah, might steal the gas. Nope, just checks to see if it's taken. And he'll probably get out of there just as the Marine is popping out. Ah, he wants to see that add-on. Sees it, gets out of there.
Will he cancel? No.
No. Probably going to stay with his man, whatever that is. I hope it's not just making a couple bunkers then a command center again.
Yeah, hopefully we'll see a cleaner game here from Rots. Now, he's not going to get harassed by Zealots early on this time around.
Yeah.
So,
it's a much longer map.
Oh,
totally
yeah.
acceptable.
We got a Stalker on the way here. Protoss can't really reveal his tech until he gets that Stalker out and chases out the SCV. Rots knows now is the time to leave. He probably had a little bit more time to stay in, but would end and left anyways. Now, it looks like we're going to see an expansion here from the Terran. This may have been what he wanted to do in the first game, but didn't get away with. Because he got attacked early on, that messed up his rhythm.
Yeah, you know, he lost that mule, he lost that first Marine, lost an SCV, lost some mining time. So he might have been so thrown off by that one Zealot attack that it just changed the entire game like that. So he's actually making a ridiculously fast expansion. And
we might see this probe make a pylon somewhere and go for aggressive play.
Yeah, I think that right now, GgoBooGie, look at that, he's being a second sentry already. So we might see a Sunko-esque type play where he's playing very safely.
You know, it's funny that Marauder did not spot.
Barely did not
that
spot
pylon.
We may see a warping in attack as well. It's definitely a possibility since he sees such a fast command center.
Well, does he have any chrono boost saved? He has one saved up. We can use that to chrono boost the gateway and come in from a very interesting angle here. I don't know if Rots is going to survive this.
Well, you know, he's not got a ton of units. He's trying to power up a little bit, but he does have a reactor barracks, a tech lab barracks, and a naked barracks, so he can produce a decent amount of units. Thing is, his stim has just started, so yeah, it looks like these Stalkers and Sentries, they are coming down, and yeah, I think this could be a really good attack by GgoBooGie.
Let's get ready. Having those additional Marines is huge. You wouldn't think it, but they can just take a little bit extra damage and allow the Marauders to dish out the serious stuff. Here we go. SCVs have moved. Guardian Shield. Terran cannot really engage with the Guardian Shield on. And he's actually so confident, he's just going to go in and do it.
That's right, just targeting right away. Has to be careful about those SCVs dealing the extra damage, though.
You see Terran debated putting a bunker down. Opted not to.
Really using that superior Stalker range.
Nice controller. He needs to get the Sentry farther back.
Sentry not with enough energy to do anything quite yet. Saving up for another force field. But he has actually just done so much damage. He might actually get this command center.
Oh my God. He's going to get it. And it is gone. Wow, Rache cannot be feeling well right now.
Yeah, Rots right now is probably like, oh God, you know, it's my first TV match, and I'm getting destroyed here. I think we're probably going to see him just all in counterattack. Realistically, our Protoss player probably should not be doing this. He's so far ahead at this point. You know, just force field the ramp maybe. You know, just force field it a few times while you get that Nexus up back at home. Just make a ton of units, and you should be fine.
You know, sometimes we see inexperienced players when they think they're ahead, they're like, oh God, I got to go now and kill him. But actually, all you have to do is sit back and relax.
Yeah.
You need to take it easy, focus on producing and defending, and you're going to win. You don't need to just go. Very, very rarely are there moments where you have to attack now. It's very rarely a now or never moment.
When you're ahead, that's so true.
Yeah.
Well, right now we have at the ramp that we just saw there, 4 sentries. So he's actually going to do what we've been talking about a lot in the GSL, which is just force fielding the ramp to keep your opponent in the base. You know, how is he going to get out against this? It's extremely hard. He's going to have to do something tricky. You know, maybe get a medevac, drop some stuff outside, do a little flank, try to snipe some sentries. But those sentries are gaining so much energy right now. I cannot see Rots breaking out of this easily. It's going to take a long time.
Well, you can also just cut the army in half at the ramp when some of it's down here. Just box the rest off and win an unfair fight.
That's right.
And we can see Terran's going to peek.
Sees 4 sentries. He's probably like, oh no.
Rough moment here. I do empathize with our Terran because I have been in situations where I'm being filmed and I'm losing terribly.
It happens to the best of us.
Yeah, it happens. If you just compete enough, you get in the situation. But once you have enough experience, you know, playing with people watching you, or with the world watching you, even in this case, that's when eventually you can just focus on actually playing the game. And by the way, talk about unfortunate timing here. Protoss is going to spot this. Whoops.
Yep.
Excuse me. Spot this.
And just going to go straight home.
Yep.
Smart move there. See, Rots had to set up for that little flank. And it does get him back up. I'm actually really impressed by GgoBooGie. He's playing a very good game, quite solid.
And now, Terran has 2 options, expand or try to kill him now. Now he's behind, but I don't know if he can actually engage the Protoss' army.
Yeah. I think he's actually going to play a safe, standard, careful game, because look at that. He's not only expanding, but he's getting a reactor for his starport, which means this time he's like, oh yeah, bunkers don't work against Colossus. I need Vikings. So I think he's calmed down quite a bit despite getting way behind early. And he just wants to go for this economy game now.
So it's going to be up to the Protoss to decide, do I want to engage now? He's going to make this into an orbital command. And, you know, after that, the Terran's economy is really going to start to pick up.
That's right. You know, the double mules are going to be able to catch him up a lot quicker than he would have otherwise.
Now, this is curious because Terran looks like he's going to engage, which I don't know if I agree with because his economy hasn't picked up.
Yeah, I think he's just going to do some fake pressure. Ooh, maybe a little drop as well, though. You know, unfortunately for him, though, GgoBooGie is getting ready for drops already. Has some stalkers sitting on the edge of his base to catch any drop ships. And now he's going into a lot of units mode where he gets a lot of units.
A lot of units mode, indeed. Looks like Terran is going to drop. Or at least, it wouldn't be unwise for him to park the medevac over here and just wait for the Protoss to leave and then drop. But it looks like he's just going to go for it.
This is not going to go well. He's going to see those stalkers. And wow, GgoBooGie with a really good reaction. Yeah. The second he sees that medevac, goes right after it.
The medevac is moving out now. Terran, by the way, can spot everything with this observer here.
I like this. Hallucination almost done for our Protoss player. Now he could use this for a lot of different ways. He can make some extra Colossus hallucinations.
I think that's going to be actually the future of hallucination. I'm not even kidding. Getting fake Colossus. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say also, right now, a lot of Protoss players are using it to scout in Protoss for Zerg.
Yeah, with a Phoenix.
Yeah, you make a couple Phoenix ones and you can scout the whole map, and the attack makes Overlords move if they're not on hold command. So, you know, your creep gets messed up, your scout gets messed up. So, yeah, Hallucination is a great spell in this game. Much better than in StarCraft 1.
Oh, yeah. Well, it's much more accessible now. And it's not with a unit that normally you know. The StarCraft 1 it was with the Templar.
It's like, do I want Size Storm or do I want Hallucination?
Yeah.
LOL. But sometimes, you know, you don't need that many force fields.
Looks like Terran's going to take out the destructible rocks, allowing access to the gold base over here.
Now, our Protoss player is making a lot of units. As you see, the supply, 150 to 110. He has a very big supply advantage.
Terran scans himself. Check if there is any observer stalking him right now.
And notice that Zealot legs are being upgraded, charged. So those Zealots are going to be able to close with the Terran army a lot better.
If Zealot legs completes, and it just now is, it's going to be very tough to take on the Protoss' army. Protoss is just looking too solid. I like taking this expansion here in this situation because he's already ahead. He can play defensively now and take safe expansions. He doesn't have to make a bold move. Like our Terran player will have to take the gold expansion.
I also like how he took it very safely. You know, he waited a while. He had enough units, and look at this. He is using those Colossus just as you were saying. Tasos probably should put him in the front.
This factory is going to get destroyed.
And they do go to the front. See the blue ones? Those are fake.
They're posers.
That's right. And in fact, that makes the Terran not even engage him. He sees that many Colossus, he's like, no. And now he sees their hallucinations.
Yep. Scan does spot that.
But as I was saying, you know, taking this third base at this time when he was so far ahead, he's like, well, you know, I'm really far ahead. The only way I might die is some sort of, you know, funky all-in timing. I'll make some extra units, get some really good upgrades, and then take that third base, but still not attack. And that's really nice because now he's going to be 3 base against the Terran 2, up a base once again, and our Terran player is just playing catch-up this entire time.
Well, Protoss has almost finished the standard PVT tech tree. When you have Colossus, Zealot, Stalker, and the Templars, it's very hard for this ball of Terran units to deal with it.
And we do have some DTs down on the map now.
Me.
In fact, I hear stuff down there. It is.
There it is. Nice EMP there.
Yeah, uses the EMP to uncover it. Unfortunately, this is looking really bad for him. He's got so many Marines, Marauders, and Vikings, but with High Templars being joined in to GgoBooGie's army, I mean, as Colossus, has some sentries in there, a ton of units, and High Templars, that is just going to pulverize anything GgoBooGie has, and GgoBooGie can not be feeling confident at this point.
Certainly not. I mean, GgoBooGie is feeling confident.
I mean, yeah, Rots isn't feeling confident this time. Oops.
It looks like the DT is going to see if he can force a scan or even force an EMP.
Yeah, he's getting so much further ahead.
The amount of money that Terran loses, having to move all his SCVs, makes it worth making that Dark Templar.
He's getting so far ahead at this point. And basically, Rots can't take a base. He realizes that things are looking bad. Maybe he'll engage soon. He's got to get those ghosts up there and EMP the High Templars, though. High Templars are just going to massacre this Marine heavy army.
Of course, the High Templars. Yeah. Of course, the High Templars can feedback the ghosts, which makes it kind of interesting to watch Ghost against High Templar.
Yeah, feedback, one of the best things in the game. Look at that.
Nice.
Beautiful Size Storm. Weakened up all those units. Oh, God. This is going to be just disgusting, Tasteless.
This is going to be pretty brutal.
Nice EMP, but it doesn't matter. Vikings getting a lot of kills right here. And, well, Zealots against SCVs. Colossus backing them up. Sorry, Rots. Maybe
hopefully,
next time.
Yeah, hopefully we'll come to another GSL. Hopefully we'll see him again. GG. And that is that.
That is that.
That was a pretty straightforward game.
GgoBooGie makes it look easy.
I hope you guys sent in some questions.
That's right.
I forgot to mention that, I mean, we're supposed to mention it ahead of time, but you can always submit your questions. And Artosis, who is like the best interviewer of StarCraft pro gamers, might pick out your question.
That's quite a specific thing
you
to
are
be
like
the best at.
The best interviewer, you know that? You're like
of StarCraft pro
the
gamers.
Barbara Walters of StarCraft interviews. She does very good interviews. The Larry King
All right, there
of
you go.
StarCraft
That's
interviews.
a little bit better.
So, you know, those games are kind of bland. They were not.
Rots got outplayed
games.
completely. GgoBooGie just played completely solid.
You can learn a lot from watching a game like that, though.
Yeah.
Because you look at a game like that and you say, okay, well, clearly we see what the Protoss did right and the Terran did wrong.
Yeah.
Sometimes you get two very good players and it's like a little bit confusing.
It's very small
because
things.
It's so either back and forth, or very
little mind games that were won and stuff. This was more like, oh, you're doing this? Okay, here's how I beat you. And, I mean,
it's pretty
GgoBooGie just destroyed him.
GgoBooGie, we haven't seen his full potential yet because he made that look pretty easy. But, then again, I think Rache is obviously a lot better than that. He just didn't play well this time around. We'll be right back, guys. Enjoy the interview.